Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Swati here and today I have a very fun video for you guys. We'll be making envelopes using Via Memory Keeper envelope punch board. This is a tool available in the market for making handmade envelope and envelope boxes and many more crafty items with it. We'll also be using Dress My Craft scoreboard for this. So Dress My Craft scoreboard comes in two sizes. One is the small size and at the back you can see that you have measurements for making an envelope as well. It also comes in a big 12 by 12 size where you can use it for scoring big sheets. Also at the back you will find measurements and tool that is helpful for creating envelopes, envelope boxes and other gift boxes as well. So we'll be making plenty of envelopes using all these tools. So let's get started. So this is the part 1 of the video where we'll be only using envelope punch board from Via Memory Keepers. So first we have a simple handmade envelope for this card. You can see that this card measures 4 inches cross 5 inches. I'll just show it here. So it is 5 inches cross 4 inches and we will need an envelope of this size. So accordingly we will see the measurement on our envelope punch board and you can see for a 4 cross 5 size card we will need a 7.5 cross 7.5 paper size, and you need to score at 3 by 8. I'll trim this paper, pattern paper, to the size 7.5 cross 7.5 and then I'll score it at 3 by 8. By scoring I mean is that we will align a paper to the measurement 3 by 8 and then there's a score line on the board. As you can see, I have ran my bone folder through that and then I switch it to the other side and I score at the same measurement. To align the paper I am using the line score guide and then I do it on the all 4 sides. Once I have scored on all the 4 sides, I am just running my bone folders to make those lines more prominent. Our base for the envelope is ready. Now for the sides, I'll just use the reverse punch on the envelope punch board and I'll round off the corners. This is optional, but I like my envelopes neat and clean. And then using a double-sided tape, I'll stick one of the edges with the 2 flaps from the sides. You can also use any glue. And our envelope is ready. You can decorate this envelope as much as you want. So this is our first envelope. Now moving on to an envelope box. The envelope box has a dimension to it and as a height, so you can put 2 to 3 cards inside it or journal cards or anything. So here we'll be making an envelope box of size 3 by 4. For a size 3 by 4 envelope we need a 6 by 6 paper, so I've trimmed my pattern paper here and we'll need to score it at 2 5 by 8 inches. So once you've punched and scored at 2 5 by 8 inches, I'll shift it as per the thickness I want of my envelope box and then I'll score again. I'm not punching again, I'm just scoring, and similarly using those lines I will again keep scoring and rotating my paper as you can see here. So I am only punching once and then scoring both the lines. Once this is done, I'll use my bone folder to make these scores more prominent. And then I will mark off the area that I want to cut off. You can see the X sign and I will be cutting off that area. Now the squares, I'll just be cutting one side so that we can fold them inside. These will provide some sturdiness to our envelope box. Using a double-sided tape, I'll stick the flaps at one side so that we have one flap that is open for our contents to put inside the envelopes. Envelope box is ready now. You can embellish and decorate it as per your liking, and you will see me here putting 4 cards that have some dimension to them, and they easily fit in this box. Now we'll be making another envelope for this painting. It is a 5 inches cross 7 inches painting, and I want a big envelope for this. So we'll see how to use the envelope punch board to make big envelopes. For a 5 cross 7 painting, I'm measuring a 5.5 cross 7.5 because I want the envelope to be a little bigger. And then the paper size is 10.5 cross 10.5. I'll trim down this big sheet. And then you can see 10.5 cross 10.5 paper size, and I have to score at 4.5. Now, like we did for the first envelope, we'll be scoring and then punching. Now you can see the paper is bigger than our envelope punch board, so need not worry. We'll score till where our score line is, and then we'll rotate our paper and then again score at 4.5 and punch it. After this, we'll take our paper and along the scored line we'll fold our paper so that we get a straight line. We'll do it on both the sides. So now we have end-to-end line, which was not there earlier, and along that line we'll score the other 2 sides and then fold it using a bone folder. So the measurement of the envelope is slightly bigger than our painting or our card always, and that's how we decide the paper size. Now I will just glue the flaps and our envelope will be ready. So to summarize the whole thing, our envelope punch board from VR Memory Keepers comes with a card size, paper size and score line measurements. These are all pre-measurements. You just need to see the chart and accordingly decide what paper size would you need for a card and where do you need to score and use the tool. I would highly suggest you to invest in this tool because when you're creating cards in bulk, you need to make handmade envelopes in bulk, and this tool comes very handy. So these are the envelopes that we made in this video. These 2 are the envelope boxes that I created. You can see how some dimensional cards or tags easily fit in this and don't scramp up your card a lot. You can even use a bubble wrap to protect your card from any damage while shipping. These fit in 2 to 3 cards easily, and according to your card size you can make your envelope boxes. I would suggest to make your envelopes using a thick and sturdy cardstock or maybe anything that is above 100 GSM because your card is safe and where the envelope is very sturdy. So this is one more simple envelope that we created, a small one, and this is a big envelope that we created. This was the part 1 of the video. For the second part, I'll be releasing it soon. Do like and comment and also subscribe to my channel for more crafty tutorials. See you in the next video.